Nowadays, people will do anything for clicks, especially women, considering TikTok is literally kind of life for a lot of them at this point. We men at least don't need a camera to do stupid stuff, but this one's pretty good.
That's me, Mudahar. A couple days ago, I talked about a person that allegedly kidnapped themselves, and today we can kind of drop the alleged and just pretty much say this person faked a kidnapping.
True.
Now, this is Carly Russell, and for those of you who don't know, my wife was the one that brought this to my attention, and I fell down a rabbit hole of TikTok true crime channels. You know, when you were jumping into the old social media, YouTube, TikTok, great place for true crime people, okay? Because there are people out there that are looking at active cases like this and bringing the daily updates. For me, this one sparked close to me because it's just a fake kidnapping. I mean, who fakes a kidnapping? You got to be one twisted SOB to do that. But ladies and gentlemen, to understand, last time we looked at it, we analyzed 911 calls, which were a little questionable because they had discussed the talking of a baby that walked 600 yards, as confirmed by a third-party social media application or a rescue location tracking service application she had. Law enforcement thought that was BS. I thought that.
Yeah, I heard that also. I think everyone thought that was a complete bull. Like, oh, there's a baby just randomly walking down the highway, or I think the word was toddler in this case. Yeah, very believable, obviously. Just walking down the highway, strolling, not a care in the world.
That was BS. Most people thought that, toddlers thought that was BS. Then, of course, we had witnessed the infamous traffic camera footage. Now, if you watch this footage again, this is supposed to be when her car stopping on the side of the road looking for the baby.
Ooh.
Now, you don't have to be a federal agent right now working at Quantico deciphering this video, which is actually what your tax dollars money were going to. There is no baby on the side of the road, ladies and gentlemen. I can't see the baby. You can't see the baby. Artificial intelligence cannot see the baby.
True.
So, of course, with some questionable things like
maybe it's a stealth baby. Who knows?
This, there was also the matter of fact that her search history had a few questionable searches literally the day of, if not a day before, her kidnapping, such as,
oh, please.
Can you pay for an Amber Alert? And I'm going to be honest with you, if you're 25 years old Googling that you have to pay for an Amber Alert, the education system has failed you, okay? That's all.
Hey, it has failed me. I don't even know what's an Amber Alert. Then again, I'm not American, so, not gonna probably have an early death or whatever. But, dude, like, come on.
I'm saying. Then, of course, there was also looking into the movie Taken, which plot was, hey, if you're gonna talk about kidnap...
Dude, not even long ago, I think this was a month or 2 months ago, one guy got convicted for killing someone because their Google search history 1 day before that person went missing was how to get rid of a body. Does this dissolve it? Can you do this? What kind of tubs do you... It's like... His search history was literally all of that. And guess what? He actually went and bought that stuff. And yeah, he got arrested for that.
And then look at the plot and you're going to look up Taken? Questionable. But ladies and gentlemen, there's been a bit of an update, a massive update.
Oh.
And it's been an update to the point where apparently Carly was not kidnapped the whole time. Now, despite all of that, Carly ended up coming back 48 hours later, 49 hours later, back to her home, where apparently there were some allegations of her spotted on Ring camera. She was walking alone. She claimed to get away from her kidnappers. Now there's a whole bit of extra evidence over there, but throughout this entire ordeal, there were moments where obviously news agencies went to go talk to her family. The mom over here is kind of keeping up with the story. The dad is just, are you serious? The dad's face and silence and look just says everything. That is
he's contemplating life oh no, oh no, oh no, no, oh no, not good, oh no, yeah.
Disappointed father right there. I should know. What was really kind of wild about this situation too is one of the people that were leading the actual search for this individual was somebody known as Angela Haley Harris, who's, unfortunately, she's the mother of a woman that's passed away, a 19-year-old girl known as Anya Blanchard. So to understand, she was the one behind. She was one of the people behind researching and like constantly updating and trying to bring Carly back home because she genuinely thought that what had happened to her daughter could have easily happened to another family. And the patience of a saint this
Oof.
woman has to deal with
Sad.
somebody like Carly, and especially what she's going through right now after seeing the debacle and the entire clown show that has happened, actually breaks my heart. Because of her daughter, they passed something known as Anya's Law, which, for those of you who don't know, it means to deny bail to violent offenders accused of crimes ranging from human trafficking to straight up murder, okay? And while I'm sure there's some people who would
Does that is faking or kidnapping? Does that count?
question the idea of denying bail, period. This law does let people know in that criminal circle that there are incredibly serious consequences for committing any crimes that are ranging in that area. She currently runs a non-profit, the Anya's Heart. So if you do want to donate in memory of Anya Blanchard, and especially to combat human trafficking and very, very dangerous crimes like this, they've got a website over here too. Now, in the last 24 hours, our police chief friend Nick Durzes, who's not as dripped out as last time, ended up giving up this wild update. So get ready for this one, okay? This is going to blow your minds, ladies and gentlemen.
We told you the investigation was ongoing. We helped you determine where Carly was during the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carly Russell.
Oh, he talked to the lawyer. Now, this could either be BS or it could be the truth. And what you're about to hear is, again, I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind. Listen to this one.
Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carly to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf.
Okay.
Mr. Anthony asked that I read this statement entirely, which I will do now.
The hell is that?
My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping.
Oh, hell no, dude.
Wow.
You know the attorney was pissed because that was absolutely a blindside to the law attorney right there. I know that they got privilege and all, but there ain't no way an attorney would ever sign on with lying about a kidnapping to law enforcement, period. So literally in the last 24, 48 hours, the actual attorney had to be told by Carly, like, yeah, there wasn't actually a kidnapping. I mean, that's what the whole thing was predicated on, right? She was kidnapped by like a man, woman in the back of an
Yeah, that's absolutely false what he's saying. But yeah, she had to tell him that.
18-wheeler, and they fed Cheez-Its down her throat. Come on now. Like that
Is that real?
is a really unforgivable lie. And we'll get to that in towards the end. Let's listen a little bit more here.
18th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself.
There was no baby. She didn't even leave. There was no actual hint of being missing. This was entirely done for goddamn attention.
Yep.
Now, this is so wild that I'm going to go out and just say that there's definitely...
You know what they're trying to do here? It's pretty obvious, actually. They are trying to deny that they ever wanted to go missing, and it's not their fault that this whole debacle actually happened. That is what they are trying to do. Because if someone because you can call a missing person report on absolutely anyone, but if she's not actually missing and she never pretended to be missing, and she didn't report herself, then she's completely fine. You cannot go to jail. You can't even be punished for it. Okay, you can't do anything. Okay, she was gone for 48 hours. Yeah, maybe she was just doing an NPC TikTok thing. Who knows? Did you check her TikTok? Probably didn't. That's the first place I would check if I wanted to see if a woman's kidnapped or not, because if a woman's getting kidnapped, the first thing that's going is her TikTok.
Again, I'm not a psychologist, but there is 1,001% a serious notion of mental illness involved in here. Nobody would go missing like that if they were true.
That's not even remotely true. There's absolutely no reason to think she's mentally unwell for doing this. in the modern day and age, especially.
Like all the, if the deck of cards was all the way there, is all I'm saying.
My client was not with anyone.
Are we now gonna have a Muta psychologist arc? We already have had a Muta a lawyer arc where he doesn't know basic law terms and completely misunderstands what's happening. We have had a Muta business arc where he constantly attacks Elon Musk for being dumb. And yet Elon Musk keeps on winning and he hasn't been right a single time. Are we gonna have now a Mutahar psychology arc? Where he looks at people and he says, "Oh my God, there's evil spirits in them." Are we gonna have that, please? My heart can't take that.
Any hotel with anyone from the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carly as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carly, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers.
Yeah, the police chief ain't having any of that. You see his face? That's the face of somebody that's drawing up the charges already.
Yep.
And I think the charges should happen. Like, first off, no doubt that this is some mental illness involved for sure. Now, would you go to jail for that?
How can it be mental illness if she's trying to play it off that she never actually even tried to go missing? She never stated that she's trying to. Her lawyer probably told her to do this. Yeah, the lawyer would be of course the lawyer would be aware of this. Yeah, he told her to say this. Most likely, because that's the only way you're actually gonna, that's your only chance on probably just dodging these charges.
That's up to the actual, prosecution office. Is there a behavioral facility you should go to address these issues? Absolutely. One of the biggest crimes in this situation is, like I said earlier, in the last video, when it comes to kidnapping situations, tons of people go kidnapped every day. Tons of people go missing every day, unfortunately. Right now...
Well, if you look at the mainstream media, well, they're definitely gonna tell you children never go missing. That's an absolute myth, Muta. How dare you propagate these absolutely baseless accusations? Millions of children go missing. No one goes missing ever. Absolute heresy. How dare you? YouTube. He's peddling conspiracy theories right here.
As you're watching this video, there could be another person just gone missing, completely gone from their family, and there's literally a 10% chance they may come back, 90% chance they may come back, unfortunately, in a body bag. Now, I know the last...
That's not actually true. Most people who go missing literally never get found, okay? Yeah, 90% chance that they come back. No, they literally never get found. Never.
Time we looked at it and there were some jokes cracked out about race and everything over here too, because some people are kind of race baiting this stuff. But to give further context into that, to understand when people who are of color go missing, right, according to a few studies that I've read over here from 2010, 2015, even though black children, for instance, represent a 7% of media references, they account for 35% of missing children's cases, and obviously population-wise, a lot less than other racial breakdowns. This actually...
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how you can tell that the study like this is absolutely bull. So, the numbers are very real, most likely. 100%, the numbers aren't faked. But you can get these results very, very, very simply. So, considering we don't know the source data, the source numbers for this would use, this 7% can be against total population of the U.S., against, total children population. There are things you can choose to get the 7% from. So I would not trust, again, well, I do statistics, so I do not trust a single peer-reviewed study unless I literally see their source data. If I can't see their source data, your study can go out the window. I know how easy it is to fake pretty much every number you can ever get in a study. So without source data, I ain't trusting your shit study, dude. I either see the numbers you used, or your study is garbanzo, in my opinion.
Racial breakdowns. This actually goes towards indigenous people, really anybody. And to understand, when anybody goes kidnapped, it's a bad situation regardless. But it's also a further breakdown of like why when somebody goes missing, I would say like 10 missing cases, right? Like if you took like 10, 20 missing cases, maybe 1, 2 on average may choose to get media attention. Media attention of this level is
That's far too much already.
almost unheard of. And to understand, when somebody goes missing and they're the subject of a national manhunt, like you got the U.S. Marshal Services involved, the Secret Service,
Yeah.
any kidnapper will just give you right back, okay? They're not messing around with that. Unless they're the Ganados from Resident Evil 4 who decide to kidnap the fucking president's daughter.
That's also not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. Why would the kidnappers risk it if someone does not get found in a kidnapping in like the first I forgot what it is hours, the chances of them actually getting found are drastically lowered because everything basic has already been checked. The area, the surveillance cameras, the everything. The people have been asked. If there's no leads, you're probably safe. So if a kidnapper just releases you because there's a national manhunt over you, chances are they're just creating another situation where they can be found.
Nobody is willing to take that level of heat on them. What happened to Carly is like a dream for action.
Did he get this from, I don't know, some kind of GTA storyline? Did he get that from a GTA storyline?
Missing people, because that means that the resources that they deserve to be like siphoned towards them are actually going to be given. So what she inadvertently did out of her like hunt for attention is actually take away resources for somebody missing. And the next time this happens, there's going to be a lot more people skeptical than like for right now. If there was 100 people skeptical, there's going to be 1,000 next time. So inadvertently, she's actually harmed the entire missing cases, the entire missing people around her, just by the stupid stunt she pulled off anyway.
Yeah, that's why they usually go after people who do stupid stuff like that. Because they need to be punished.
Which is the real fucking crime in this entire situation. So again, I wanted to look more into the police chief. Are they actually chasing criminal charges like they should? Let's see.
We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case.
Yep.
We will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
So, no shot that they're actually doing any of those charges. They are absolutely pursuing charges on this one right there, because not only were their resources...
Wait, what charges are they not doing?
But you're also talking about the state and the federal government, too. It's not just about the money at this point. It's actually about making a fool out of everybody involved in the situation. Actually, the best thing that she did was come clean through her lawyer that, yeah, this is a fucking fake kidnapping. Because if they wasted more resources on it, the hammer would have come down harder than it already was. Now, do I think that she deserves, the worst for this kind of stuff? Absolutely. I think we should make an example out of people who use the system like this to just basically, garner attention. Because like I said just 2-3 minutes ago, cases like this actually harm people that are actually kidnapped, actually gone missing. Even her boyfriend, who was like defending the hell out of her, was like, Carly's actions created hurt, confusion, and dishonesty. I was made aware of the false narrative after coming to the defense of my ex. God bless, she's your ex, my man. She ain't worth keeping around. Myself and my family's nature were to react in love and genuine concern. We're disgusted from the outcome of this entire situation. I strongly feel exactly like you all, blindsided with her actions. So again, there is an active investigation going, but I know that there were a lot of people who got really mad at her family, and while their reputation is also shot to shit in Alabama, maybe the rest of the country, which is a damn shame.
Their family also, by the way, can be charged. I'm pretty sure Mood is never going to bring this up. Their family can also be easily charged, because if they took part in orchestrating this, they are accomplices. So if she gets charged, they're going to get charged. Now, will they get charged and be put into prison? Very, very unlikely, but it may happen. Who honestly knows, right? Most likely it's going to be some kind of other punishment. But yeah, her family is also getting charged. That guy, if he was in on it, he also is just putting that release out so he doesn't get charged. Because, this is a whole conspiracy. It literally qualifies as a conspiracy, by the way.
blame. The problem here is, like, of course family's going to defend their family, right? Even if they know with an inkling that there's something shady going on over there. Like I showed you the dad in the beginning who was like, God, the disappointed look he had. Of course he's going to defend his daughter until, like, you know, the dying breath. That's what a parent does. But of course, in a situation like this, these guys I feel really bad for too, because they were scared shitless for 49 hours until she finally came back. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Carly Russell finale. Now again,
Nice.
I want to thank my wife for bringing this up to my attention.
Yep, I'm gonna also thank your wife. That's a joke. Anyway, this was Quizzer Said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye bye.